Hello, 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 and welcome today to something a little bit different. Now, this was on my Reddit, and you know what? It's actually a decent video idea. So what we're doing today is a ZerkaaPlays We're doing a ZerkaaPlays series tier list maker. So we are going through all of the series, or most of the series that have featured on the ZerkaaPlays channel, this channel right here. Now, I normally would stream a recording, but for this one, you know what? I'm not going to stream it because I don't want to be swayed by other people's opinions. Now looking at this, I may have made mistakes. I may actually need to look at some of these and work out what game it actually is, where the stream would actually help me out doing this. But you know what? We're going to run it anyway. So we're going to rate our series into the best to the worst, in my personal opinion, from recording it. You can offer a different verdict. Maybe I'll leave it in the chat. I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to try it out for yourself and rate them yourself. Be interested to see what you guys think in comparison. So let's go through this and work out what these bloody games are for the first part. So, of course, from the get-go, we have Formula 1 2020, currently running at this moment in time, running into season 3, our third season of it, and our final season. You know what? I'm inclined to put this quite high up to start off, because you know what? It's got me into Formula 1 massively, and I've just really enjoyed the game and the whole process itself. But I guess it lacks in variety, so I'm gonna leave it at A for now. I'll leave it at A for now. It may change. Move on to the next game, and the next game is going to be Dawn of Man, which is a game, you know what? I actually loved this game, but it stunk for views. And I do hate this sometimes. Sometimes there's games, but I just enjoy playing them. And you have to really like trying to subsidize and go, do I want to post this and feel like it's going to negatively affect my channel? And definitely in a time when we all felt that having a video perform badly really affected how good your channel performed overall. Which no one even knows to this day if that's the case or not, but I feel like we're less worried about it at this moment in time. It seems to be more on a video by video basis. But Dawn of Man had a lot of potential, but it was a stinker. Right? Overall, it was a stinker. Like, I liked him playing the game. Probably had a lot of potential if we actually stuck to it more, but we didn't really ever experience it. Now, this is an escape room game with Simon, but I don't think it's a series, just a one-off video. As far as I remember, this is just a one-off video. So I'm going to whack it into C. Because it's one-off video. Is it a D? It's not a series. It's a one episode series. That's not a series. This is Trivia Quiz Night. I can only imagine, judging by the thumbnail, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Trivia Quiz Night. B-Tech game, but made into half decent videos, to be honest. But again, it isn't up there anywhere like these. This is a C. It's not awful. This one is ropes, because this one I can't even see what it is. But judging by the t-shirt, this is going to be Thief Simulator, which, gonna throw it out there, one of the GOATs of the series on this channel. I'm gonna leave it there for now, but it may sit around this. I'm tempted to move this back up to S as well. But we'll see. What is this game? It's a shooting game of some sort. I don't know. I'm gonna put it to the back. I don't know what game it is right now. This is Bus Simulator, which again is not a series. It should not be in this list because it's not a series. It's like a 1 or 2 off or 3 off video, but it's a decent game, so whack it into C. This is We Happy Few. Now, I liked this game until it dragged on. It was a great game, great concept, loved the narrative of it, like great storyline, but it just didn't end. It was so long, and it was just such pointless things. I feel like they just really dragged on too much. I think if it was like a 5-6 episode game, I would have loved it and it'd be up there by A, but I'm gonna have to put it into C because it just took so long to complete. Next up, we have The Crew 2 with Ethan. Now, this series, to this day, is still getting views. Obviously, with me doing Formula 1, a lot of you guys come over to this channel and realise, you know what? Josh does racing games and has done racing games for quite a while. This is one of the biggest series we've done with regards to a racing game. It's me and Ethan doing a co-op series on The Crew 2, which is impressive to think that we actually like a decent amount of episodes on a game together as a co-op series. So I'm going to put this up here alongside Formula 1 because I think this game is incredible. I'm actually really looking forward to The Crew 3. If it exists. So Ubisoft, let me know if it's about. We move on. Now this is Raft, but I'm looking here and I'm seeing Raft again. But is this the second? I'm so confused. It's the same game. This is Raft. Is this Raft with Freya? I did 1 episode or 2 episodes of that ever. This is when Raft first dropped, and this is. I'm going to put this one down here because I don't know. We'll move this one to here. So this is the original Raft series, which again I think goated series, is sick, but run out of stuff. Like it lost its variety towards the end. So one of those series again where it does this and then kind of does this throughout. As the game was I was so early to that game that it didn't have enough content in it at the time me to carry on. House Flipper, banger series again, but is it an S? Is it? We should have renamed this. By the way, I didn't make this. I should have credited who actually linked me this, because I didn't make this. It's not even my idea. So I should actually credit this person. But yeah, that was a tangent. House Flipper, I loved it so much at the start, but I think, again, it's one of those games where I think to make it into this list, it can't tail off. It has to manage to continue to keep booming and doing well. So I'm going to run it into A as well. Nothing's made the B list yet, which is interesting. Barn Finders did not bang on views, but forget about views. It's not about the views. It's about how much I enjoyed the content, I guess how much you enjoyed it. I think this is a good enough game. A little mini-series, not too crazy. Yeah, this is a B. This is a B. It was a little mini-series. It was like 6 episodes long. It was a mixture of Storage Wars, mixed in with, what else did we say it was mixed in with? Like House Flipper almost, realistically. But you've not seen Barn Finders. I'll check it out. It's one of my most recent series that I've done. And I guess any game you see in here, you see me put it up towards the top. If you've not seen it, I'd highly recommend going back. Like Thief Simulator, I'd highly recommend going back and watching. And there's definitely some more in here that I would highly recommend going back and checking out for yourself. Now this one here looks like We Happy Few. Again, a puzzle room type game with Simon. Very sick games. I just wish there was more of them. I wish there was more to go. So I'm going to put it into B as well. But this is a higher B. Yeah, it's a higher B. So put Barn Finders here. So maybe some of these might move up, you know. Some of these may end up moving up. Subnautica. You know what? No question. One of the best series I've ever done on this channel, I think. And I would love to do the next one, but we kind of ruined it by starting it too early when it first dropped below 0 and the game wasn't ready. And then since then, they've been updating it slowly. So when it gets to a point where I think, you know what, I can play it through from the start to the end, and it be good, and it follow a structure and have a beginning, middle, and end, then I will dive in and I will do Subnautica below 0. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Next up, we have Fortnite. Goated game, one of those games again where it seems to happen a lot not even recently, my whole YouTube career has been see a game early, play it a lot, bang it out at the start, say yeah, I'm going to commit to playing this, and then fall off. I always fall off or fall behind the skill curve. I don't put enough time into the games anymore. I guess because we're so busy, so stretched in our lives of what we do, with everything cyber and business based, that we just kind of struggle to keep up with the rest of the streamers and YouTubers who just kind of solely focus on just doing that streaming 8 hours a day or whatever. So Fortnite was a sick game, and obviously look at the success Fortnite has had. To be fair, Vic is someone who actually did well on both Fortnite and Warzone and sticking past and staying ahead of the skill curve. Because it's a hard task, you have to rate him for that, to be honest. So I'm going to put Fortnite in B. I don't think that I would compare Fortnite. It's a sick game, but for me and my own personal experience of the series, I don't think it would make it into these goated ones. Okay, Stranded Deep. Gonna have to put you... Ooh, I love Stranded Deep though, didn't I? Did it just not have an ending? I feel like we just completed it, right? That was the issue. You know what? I'm gonna put it here. I like Stranded Deep. I'm whacking it up into S. And you know what? I may have to have some other series drop up into S as well soon. Just looking at it. But we'll keep it moving. Scribble.io. It's just a game we play. I wouldn't say it's a series. I'm gonna put it into B. I think they're better games that we play as a sidemen and stuff. So I'm gonna put it into B. Now, this is the issue, right? We have Golf It. I guess Golf with Friends. Is there any more golf games here? No. All right, so let's go Golf with Friends first off. Now, Golf with Friends was one of the first mini golf games we played and was incredible. But it took so long to add custom maps. So the point of they only added them really in at a time when the game was completely fallen off. Which completely ruined the potential of this game. This game popped off for us when it first dropped. And I was obsessed with mini golf games. Any mini golf game dropped, I dropped a video on it. And yeah, they killed the life out of it by taking too long to release content for it. But I'm gonna put it in A anyway because it was just sick. But then this is Golf It, I believe, and I'm gonna put Golf It in S. I think just the sheer amount of great times we had on Golf It, the raiders we had. I think Golf It's got to be in the top tier when it comes to ZerkaaPlays videos. We move on, I'm going to Steep. Again, I loved Steep. Another sick game that we played. We put a lot of time into. One of the games as well. We'd record it and go, yeah, we'll do Steep for 30-40 minutes, and we put it for 2.5 hours because we're all so insistent on trying to make sure we beat each other at a time. So I'm gonna go A. That S tier, I'm trying to be very limited with what I put in there. So I'm just trying to be smart about this. But we may get a list as fucked at some point the way we're going. Planet Coaster. Sick game. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon. Again, a game that I fell off of, so I'm going to put it into B. It had potential to be an A or an S if I'd really delved more time into it. I think Vic did a better series on me than me on this game, to be fair. I think he put more time, actually built out his park so much more that he actually ended up having his park like just crash his whole game constantly. So that's where you know he did better than me on that. I should have done better when it came to this game. I did alright, but should have done better. Call of Duty Custom Zombies. I would love to revisit this to this day, but I can't. All of us launched the game, go on Steam, we launched the game, and it crashes. It opens, crashes, opens, crashes. I've reinstalled it, moved it onto my off my SSD, onto my HDD. Like literally tried everything that I could think of. I've like verified game integrity of game files. At this point, I'm spent. So anyone who knows about zombies, still plays Black Ops 2 Custom Zombies to this day, and has ever experienced issues with the crashes on Windows 10. I think that's the key part here. I think it's a Windows 10 issue maybe. Then let me know how to fix it, please, because I would love to finally fix this game and revisit it, even just for streaming, just to go back and stream some of these like custom maps that are out. But I'm going to put it into B because I don't know why, I'm just feeling B. Right? Don't ask, just asking B. Now, Drug Dealer Simulator, controversial one right here. The game that disappeared off this channel. And for good reason, right? Because I didn't want to run it into the ground. Let me get you an update, right? Let me go on here and search Drug Dealer. I'm on Steam right now. Look, info about patch 1.06, 1.0.6. July 27th, this is their last update. And the update said, first of all, this game has not been abandoned. It has, because where is it? Like they released a patch in July, yeah? And they added Brazilian and Portuguese language. They just not updated it. And that, like, basically, I'll break it down for you because I don't think I've discussed it enough. For anyone who's asked a question. And you've not seen the series either. We got to a certain point in the series where we had been a drug dealer for ages. We got to the top level we could, basically. We got all the drugs unlocked. And we was making easy money. The game would now become a clicker game where simply I'm creating the same drug again and again and again, selling it to the gang again in an increased increment each time to no avail. There was nothing to unlock anymore. We had hit the max threshold in that game. And that's why I stopped, because I knew full well from like just doing my research that was going to happen. I didn't want to deliver you guys content where it just simply me doing the same thing again and again. It's just not true. Like it's just not like, it's not true to of me enjoying myself, because I wasn't going to be enjoying myself. I'd be sitting there bored out of my skull, like, why am I doing this? Just for views, I guess, and it's not worth it. So sometimes you've got to put down a game at the right time, and it felt like the right time for me, even though some of you guys didn't want me to end it. It is ended at this point. It is on pause. If they come back and drop an update, best believe I'm there. I've got titles, thumbnails, and concepts ready to run, but I need that update from them, you know? So as soon as it does drop, trust me, I've got it. I am Mr. Steam. I've got it down. But I'm going to put it in A because it was goated. Like, it was so sick. It's such a surprise game. I played it on stream as a joke. And second we played it, like, I fell in love with the game. It was so funny. But anyway, we move. Okay, we've got Draw a Friends again, but I'm still going to draw my thing here as well. So it's all a bit over the place of these, because there's Scribble, then there was the old school draw one, and then there's another one as well, isn't there? And I can't remember which one's which. So I'm just going to put all the drawing ones in the same spot, because I don't know, like, where's Scribble gone? Why have I lost Scribble? Oh, it's here. I'm going to put all the drawing ones in the same section. Where is Draw My Thing? There. Can I have Pokemon Go? Goated. Like, honestly, like, the things that, like, I would love to go back to that time. If anything, I'm tempted to revisit Pokemon Go at some point soon if the weather picks up again. Just for the fun of it for a day. Like, just for a fun day out or something. It could be like, maybe it's a main channel video for a bonus, I guess. But that summer was so sick. The times we had that summer were incredible. And, like, I look back on that with such nostalgia. It was sick. We took so long. Like, I don't know. Like, I think we took too long to dive into it, but maybe we should have saw it out more. But it was so sick. And looking back on those videos, I'm like, you know what? I really enjoyed myself doing that. That is a kid who's really enjoying himself. So yeah, Pokemon Go, goated. I'm trying to work out what the hell it is. It looks like Gang Beasts, but I may be wrong. I'm gonna run it as Gang Beasts. I'm pretty sure it's Gang Beasts. If it is Gang Beasts, I'm saying it's Gang Beasts. We'll run it there. So let's put Gang Beasts. It's not A, it's here. Again, it's a game that if they had done more to it and added custom maps and stuff earlier, it had more longevity and it'd been more fun. Some of these games become like quite like repetitive in the sense of they're just doing the same thing again and again and again. Just recycling content essentially. Is this YouTuber's life? I think it's YouTuber's life. I'm gonna put it down here because I don't actually know what that game is, and I'm gonna leave the games at the bottom. I'm gonna do my research and try and find the thumbnails for. This is gonna be Shell Shock. Now, this is a game that I don't like recording it as much anymore. I feel like it's a game that I just struggle with titles and thumbnails, and I kind of enjoy it when I play it, but I don't see it as like a goated game for me. So I'm gonna put this down in C. Like if tomorrow they're like, we're doing a more slime video tomorrow, we're gonna do Shell Shock, I would probably say, you know what, someone else play it. I'd do one of the other games. I think Shell Shock and DBD are the two games where I'm like that. Don't know why, just are. I think I had sick time playing it the first part, but I think I just got bored of it. This game, I have no idea what it is. I think it's surprisingly a racing game. This thumbnail doesn't match up what it should be, so I'm gonna put it down there as well, because I'm not too sure what that game actually is. This should be GeoGuessr. And GeoGuessr, where would I put GeoGuessr? Where would you put GeoGuessr? I think I put it in B. Yeah, it's just Google Maps, but it's fun. But I don't think it can compete with these games above. And I've got to try and be even here, and I've got to try and keep it fair and even. I think it deserves to be there. This should be Tower Unite, which again, I'm going to put into A and not S, because Tower Unite never did custom maps and still haven't to this day. There's 10 maps to play on minigolf and Tower Unite. Obviously, Tower Unite as a game isn't a minigolf game. It's just it has a minigolf section in the game. So a very, very sick game. But yeah, I think Golf It is the goated minigolf game that we played overall, just purely for how much you could customize it, and the whole mechanism of like swinging your mouse back and forward to shoot creates so many rage moments in the game. With the culling, just D that up like that. I think that game had an awful has had an awful time, a torrid time since we played it. I think if you look into the news of the culling and like everything that's happened with that game, I'm pretty sure it went downhill. As far as I remember anyway, unless I'm speaking out of my ass. Warzone. And we're not going to class Warzone as a series. I think I've done... you know what? I streamed a lot of Warzone. Didn't make enough videos on Warzone, maybe. Nah, I did. ZerkaaPlays does a lot of Warzone stuff as well. I'm going to whack Warzone in A, because I think it was very refreshing time. And it's been a sick year with Warzone. I think Vic has smashed Warzone out of the park, honestly. Like, even video content-wise, absolutely smashed it. So again, shout out to Vic for that one. What is this? It's a KSI Keep Up. I don't know what this is. I'm in a doctor's outfit holding a KSI Keep Up album, or EP. Couldn't tell you what that is, so I'm going to put it at the bottom as well. Ben and Ed. A game which like an obstacle course is, where you could like chop your arm off and stuff in the obstacle courses. Good game, but not as good as some of these other ones. So this is going to go into a lot of B-list games here, to be fair. And I'm going to try and organise this some more as and when I go. H1Z1. I'm going to whack you. I want to put it here. I want to put H1Z1 in S, because it was the first battle royale that we really got like sunk our teeth into. I mean, a lot of sick nights on H1Z1. And I feel like we really enjoyed the learning curve of that game and slowly trying to get better at it. It's just a shame the kind of path again that it went down. It just didn't. I mean, it just got taken over by PUBG and just couldn't keep up with the other games that came in. So I'm going to put H1Z1 there because it's the first battle royale that we did. Definitely going to go there, I think. Cards Against Humanity. Many, many funny times were had on that game, and funny times that could not be repeated in 2020, because it is a very brutal and offensive game. It's the whole point of it. It's the most offensive card game there is, right? That's the whole slogan of Cards Against Humanity. It's a whole game designed to be offensive. So it creates some very funny times, and the fact that we actually got custom decks made, which were organised around us, I think we made it even better as well. I think when any game that has elements where you can make custom stuff, instantly as a content creator, the game becomes incredible. Like, I can give you examples of, like, let's go Fall Guys right now. They had custom maps. They had Steam Workshop or something. That game becomes goated, because then I can go into Workshop, download some maps, and then make a private lobby. I can invite some of you guys, anyone who's watching my streams, I can invite them, or I can invite friends, or like just do 7 sidemen in a game. We can play a custom map. It means that the game has like this kind of like, what's the word? This is the game's potential on a normal basis. This is release potential. So you play the game like this, where you add in like the ability to add mods, add the ability to add custom stuff, and the potential is like this suddenly. Suddenly you can play it this way, you play this way, you play this way. There's all different variants of things you can do in the game. Prime example being GTA, I guess. Like, look at the stuff you can do in GTA or Minecraft or I mean, there are a ton of games. Golf It, again, I got a game up here. I'm just looking at other examples that are on the board where there's custom stuff that really changes it. There isn't. But I'm going to give it an A. I'm going to give it an A. These aren't in order as well. Don't forget, these aren't in order, but definitely an A. Uno, it's just Uno. It's sick, but it's just Uno. When it boils down to it, it is just Uno. So I'm going to put it into B. It could be more exciting, but it's just Uno. Agar, a game that was short and sweet. Short-lived, but at its time, banged. But I'm going to put it into B still, because, again, it's just us controlling a blob around a circle. You know, around a circle or around the map. Like, you're just a big blob, and you're eating other blobs. So that is the way it is. But it's just Feeding Frenzy on steroids. Trivial Pursuit, which we actually visited again on More Sidemen not too long ago. So you can check that out. Make sure you go check it out. It's on More Sidemen. Me, JJ, I think Simon and Toby did Trivial Pursuit for the first time in years and years and years. Sick game. Definitely better than bloody Trivia Quiz Night. But only going to put it in here because it's just a game show. But very simple content. B, ultimately, is still a very good series. It's just not on the levels of the best of series or the best of the best series, you know? This is zombies again, so now I'm all kind of confused. What is this zombies and what is this zombies? This is Black Ops 2 zombies. Is this different zombies? I'm going to put you down there. I don't know what zombies you are. Skate 3. We did a lot of Hall of Meat, right? We didn't do loads, but the game videos we did make were sick. But Skate 4 is officially announced, so it is going to exist at some point. We don't know when, but it's going to exist. So that's a game that would be sick. It does boil down to it. But I'm going to put this in B again. It wasn't a very long-lived series, but Hall of Meat was makes for some great content. Rocket League as a whole. I mean, Rocket League's got to be up here, isn't it? Really, you can't disrespect Rocket League. By saying that, then Fortnite's here. But it's Rocket. We made a lot of content on Rocket League, and we all loved Rocket League. No, Fortnite's got to be here. Just for the respect that Fortnite, like for what Fortnite did, it has to be there. It has to be there. That's better. Okay, that's looking more like it should, I think now. Modern Warfare campaign. Very, very good campaign. For a COD campaign, it was actually like a very surprisingly sick one. Obviously, I know COD campaigns usually are sick, but it's the first one I did in a while. To revisit it was actually very, very sick to do. But it's a single player game. No, it was good. It was sick. Would I put it into A? I'm looking at everything in that A series and I'm thinking, nah, it's got to be a higher B. It's not in order, like I said, but it's got to be a higher B. London 2012. I mean, do you have to say it anymore? I'm the creator of this game. A game in 2012. It was released. I could now play it in 2020, and I can guarantee it will do well on YouTube. That's when you know a game is incredible. And no Olympics game has managed to live up to that standard since. There was no Rio 2016. There was Tokyo 2020, which is a half decent game, but it's definitely not the level London 2012 is. So honestly, I would love the devs of that game to come back and make a new one. Or even just any dev to make a sick Olympics game. Like, it really has the potential to make a sick Olympics game, and it's just not been made in a long time. We move. Random games from Simon. I think this has to be up here as well, right? We made some sick games. We didn't play sick games, played crappy games, but it just, like, just the nostalgia and the timing of that. Of its time, it was new, it was fresh, it was different, it was sick. And I guess we should have carried it on, but we just didn't end up carrying it on. But it did bang it in its time. It really did bang in its time. You look at the videos of us in those videos, we are young. We look young as hell. Gmod Murder. Now, all the Gmod stuff is sick because I had no clip, didn't I? I think Murder is up there, one of the better ones, because I could just no clip through the wall and just stab people up. And it was sick. So we have to run it into A. Mini Golf, 3D Mini Golf Adventures, the OG Mini Golf game, the game that we took a chance on to give it a go, and then Mini Golf blew from that point onwards. Has to be A. Has to be. Worms Battlegrounds, I'm just going to put it in D. Worms Battlegrounds for me was Ropes because it used to just always crash. My recording corrupted most of the times when I played Worms to the point we just stopped recording it because mine always crashed. For some reason. Don't know why, I didn't agree with my PC. Good game, but I'm just going to put it in D because D needs something. D needs to get bigger. This is Trouble in Terrorist Town, I can only assume. I'm going to put this one in B. I think Murder's a better game mode. I'm just going to put this in B. This is Death Run. I'm going to put this in A straight away with the Gmod ones. I think Murder, Death Run, and Prop Hunt are your three goats when it comes to Gmod stuff. I think TTT was just a bit It was just a bit average in comparison. The question is, would I put Prop Hunt higher? No, I'm going to leave it there for now. And I'll review it at the end. Monopoly Plus, got to be up here straight away. Again, a game that used to crash at the end. It started crashing towards the end on PCs, so we just stopped playing it again. I mean, that's why we moved to Rento Fortune instead. Packed Out, got to be up here. One of the best series I've done, especially this year's one alone. Probably one of the best series I've ever done. Was it 120 Zank episodes we ended up doing this year, or even more? I think it's 150. I think it's 154 episodes we've done. 153, which is mad. Think of it. Minecraft Spleg, one of the starting foundations of the Sidemen themselves. But I put you in six. Nah, it's good enough. It's 3-minute long videos. The FVC. It was too early in its time. It was a sick time, but it's too early, and there's not enough C and Ds down here. Trials Evolution though, might have to go here. It might. Trials might go here because again, custom stuff. Custom is the key to my heart. I might have to go there. F1 Race Stars. It was fun. It was an early fun game we played. No, I'm putting it there. I'm putting it in B. I can't disrespect it like that. GTA is no question. It's GTA. Come on. Minecraft Corrupt Kingdoms, just D. Didn't do it well enough. Payday, again, that's a C. Incredible game, but we've never really made the most out of Payday as a game, so I think it has to go down there. Adventures of Nemo Part 1, the first ever series of Minecraft. I'm going to whack you into B for now. Minecraft Skyblock, I'm going to put you into C. Could have been better, didn't finish it, so I won't ever give it any higher than a C. How to Minecraft. Ooh, it make it into A? No, it's going to be an S. No. When we get to S, it's going to be an A. And then Minecraft, the return that I did, it's going to be an A as well. I'm going to revisit these, don't worry, but I'm going to put in A. And then the Forest, I'm going to put into S as well. The Forest, Stranded Deep, and Subnautica were always the 3 games that I've said are one of the best series that I've done. And then you go back through this now and give it a review, because I don't know what these games are. So I need to try and work out what these games are. This is Raft 2, so I'm not going to bother with it. I might leave those ones. I don't really work first time round, so it's not worth me putting them in. Let's look at this list and do some rearranging, and then if I'm happy with it, I'm going to submit it. So let's just look. So Drug Dealer I like, Steep I like, Warzone, I'm fine with all these lot being here. I'm tempted to put F1 or The Crew here, but there's something like F1, I think, if there was more content to F1, I'd move it up, but I think ultimately it's 3 seasons of the same thing, right? But it has been sick. I've really enjoyed myself playing it. I could argue maybe this Minecraft series should go into here, but I think, again, I made a lot of false promises in it, and I fell off of it too quickly at one point, and I should have carried on. But it was sick for its time, and I did really enjoy myself when doing it. And it's the most I've committed myself to a Minecraft series, which was literally last year, in time Minecraft blew up. And How to Minecraft was sick. Maybe it would have been better in this day and age now when I'm streaming on Twitch all the time, because obviously I stream a lot more. Back then it was streamed on YouTube from me. I streamed for like an hour or 2 tops, where now if I was to go back and I could stream longer, put my time into it, it could be even better. But How to Minecraft was a sick experience overall. I think Prop Hunt could move. I think for some of the times you had in Prop Hunt, I think Prop Hunt could come up. And Death Run was sick as well. I think Prop Hunt and Death Run could go up. I know some of you guys will be thinking that Prop Hunt and Death Run could go up. But I'm quite happy with all this list. I'm happy with all these being down here. None of these deserve to be relegated, do they? Or even upgraded maybe. That's what I've said at first off, so that's what I'm going to submit it at. So there we go. We've got Subnautica, Fee Simulator, Stranded Deep, Golf It, Pokemon Go, H1Z1, London 2012, Random Games with Simon, Packed Out, Trials Evolution, GTA, and The Forest, making it into my best ever series that I believe I've done on ZerkaaPlays. Let me know what your favourite series are down below in the comments. If you like it, if you enjoyed it, as always. If you want to see more tier lists from me, by all means let me know, because from what I've seen, tier lists tend to do pretty darn well on YouTube, and they're pretty fun. I'm just sitting there waffling for 30 minutes straight. So if you want to see more of these, do let me know, especially if you want to add them to my Reddit with concepts that you like, then that's even better, to be honest, because like this was a great concept. So whoever you was who actually made this for me, I'm sorry that I've not shouted you out in this video, but just know that I appreciate you deeply, and thank you so much for submitting that to my Reddit. And as always, make sure you join my Reddit as well, /r/Zerkaa, you know. for Miss Subreddit. So make sure you go through it, give it a little follow, join it, upvote any content you think is good, make it into my Reddit Mondays. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
I'm a Mercus, bare excitement like it's a circus. Wanna see more exciting things? Check my YouTube channel or Zerkaa. If you hear something in my bar you think I didn't even know that I said, boy, better know when I'm on the mic and I speak, better know that I said it on purpose. That's right, I'm a Mercus, saying it again. Pass me a pen. Black dude's gonna make tunes right past them. My moustache turns grey like Ken. Yeah, haters gonna hate. You can't stop